Hello, today you find me in Notton, and this is a small hamlet just on the outside of the National Trust village of Lacock. It's also very convenient for the beautiful town of Corsham, but also on really good transport links to go towards Chippenham, the A350, the A4 and onwards. This is a fantastic family home, and it's very deceptive from the outside, very deep, massively improved inside, huge and very high specification as well. Plus it's also got an excellent sized garden, the acreage details of which will be in the written details. So before we go any further, just to mention that this driveway is really wide. It goes way back to the left here as well, and has got space in here for caravan cars and various small cars as well. Probably around about 5 to 6 cars easily would fit on here. So told you lots about the outside, and we're getting a little bit wet, so let's take you inside. Let's show you some more. So before we go in through the front door, I just wanted to give you a quick overview of the parking situation here and show you the width of the drive. We've got all this space over to the right hand side. We've also got the space behind the car, which is currently a koi carp pond, and you've got the double gates which take you through into the garden. Now there is further gravelled area just the other side, so if you'd prefer to have a car behind gates and a bit more secure, then that is absolutely fine. You've got this wonderful updated property. And then through over to this side, I just want to show you this section here. This big pond area here has obviously been built in, and these chaps are very happy in there, but if you really didn't want that, there's a possibility to take that out and create even more parking. Having come in through that beautiful big heavy wood door, we then open up into a really fantastic hallway area. Now the whole key with the downstairs with this property is very open plan, very family friendly living, and I'll take you around as we go, saving the last little bonus area for last. Now you can see in the hall that you've got the big window on the right hand side there, letting in loads of natural light when it isn't so grim outside and it is getting a little bit later in the day. So we've left the lights on to really showcase this property. Now you've got the stairs up to the first floor, which we'll go to in a moment, but first off, just look at this absolutely beautiful farmhouse style kitchen. Really gorgeous with the solid woodwork tops and the shaker style units throughout. Very modern, but not to the point where it's going to date. It's in a really lovely style. You've got the great sort of brass taps and inset sink here as well, and again big window out towards the front. Now as you would expect, everything is integrated in here, not including the washing machine and tumble dryer, which are in the utility, which we'll come to in a moment, but every single area that you could have storage has got it. We've got the twin ovens here, large hob on the top, and then you've got a built-in dishwasher, and then everything else along this section is all storage. As we come round to the back here, you'll see just onto the right hand side first though that we have a very large space for an American fridge freezer. That's subject to separate negotiation or will go with the owners, but of course you have the very essential wine fridge and also the microwave built in there as well, alongside all these lovely larder cupboards. Now this is where it really starts turning into this wonderful family home. Straight away as we come into this section here, you can see that we've got a wood burner just on the left hand side there, and a nice little snug area with the 2 seats just next to it. This all flows through, so it's a very sociable space. If you've got friends and family around, this really does work. Then as I come across the back here, we then have a really good space for a large dining table, and plenty of room if you pull that out, turn that round. You could even, if I just pan back, have a large dining table in this section. It really depends how you want to lay the property out. And then last but not least, which you've just seen, is the really nice large sofa seating area and the family room, your living room. Everything's all combined here. You have got the wide sliding doors, the bifolds that go all the way back on both sides here. So imagine in the summer when it is lovely out there, these completely opens up, and this really does feel like that kind of inside outside living area that everybody likes these days. So this great space in here, very generous on its own, lovely little exposed features of the exposed brickwork and the stone there. and then just gives you that look all the way back through. And then last but not least, in this little section, little Brucey bonus, is another high-end and beautifully finished downstairs cloakroom. So just to give you an idea on that as well. Now, I did say there was a little extra bonus, so I'm just going to come all the way back into this corner, walk you all the way through the downstairs again. So like I say, seating area, dining room space, big sliding doors, bifold doors all the way back. Imagine when the fire's on there, how toasty and cozy this would be in here. And then back through into this absolutely fabulous large kitchen. Really, really great space to sit, enjoy your breakfast or enjoy a drink with friends while you're entertaining. But let's take you through to an extra room, which is really going to be an added bonus, and the utility space. And coming right across and past the hallway and stairs again, we then open up into this other section. And again, this is a fantastic extra room, a really lovely big playroom for the kids. There's plenty of room in here. You could put a door on it if you wanted to shut it all away, but equally this would make a fantastic second reception room. If you wanted a snug area, if you wanted a formal dining room, then this would work really well as well. But it's absolutely perfect as a playroom, and also a fantastic large study if you wanted to work from home space. Now, the double cupboard on the right hand side there actually houses the washing machine and tumble dryer along with everything else that would go with that. And then we have got the side door that we saw going back out onto the garden. So just a nice stable door at the back here, and plenty of room in here, as you can see, for coats and shoes. Up to the first floor, you can see we've come up to a really nice wide galleried landing here with lovely oak finish and a lovely oak wood floor all the way through. I'm going to take you straight through into the main bedroom first, and as you come in through the first door, you then see that we have got a really lovely range of oak fitted wardrobes in here. Well, they're not actually fitted, they're freestanding, but they were built to fit that space. Then as we come in, there's no avoiding that mirror. You're going to have to see me in there, but this is the reason why. What a fantastic room. Beautiful large main bedroom, principal bedroom with 3 different windows there. You've got this lovely freestanding tub in the middle here with all the plumbing in as well. Lots of space in here. You can see that recently a little one has arrived, so we have the cot over to the side, but it really should give you a really good sense of how large this space is. Now, you've seen some wardrobes as we've come in that way, but let's just take you through, because there's another set of wardrobes as we walk through to the ensuite. So we have either side, again, nice wardrobes all the way through. And then as we open up into this fantastic kind of ensuite wet room style, really beautifully done, excellent standard, high quality. You would expect that from the people who own this property because of the company they own. And there's this really huge shower cubicle area here. It's just got the glass screen and an incredibly high-end finish, as I would expect, with the his and her sinks. Seen the main bedroom and this gorgeous ensuite. Let's take you through to the other 4 double bedrooms. Through this really spacious place. Again, you can see we've got really big radiators. You've got a huge TV up there, so all the wiring is tucked behind. And as I've said before, a fantastic finish all through. Now I'm going to come straight back through this way and then turn to the right. This takes you into one of the first double bedrooms, not necessarily in size order here. So we've got a great size double bedroom in here, as you can see. Lots of nice paneling is a really good feature. Huge window throwing in lots of light when it's not so miserable outside. And you've got 2 wardrobes either side there as well. So a very good generous room for a guest suite or just simply for the kids, as it is here. Now we've got an airing cupboard just to the right hand side here, and then straight ahead we've got the bathroom. Now you'll notice that we've got underfloor heating in here, and again, as I would expect, an incredibly high specification finish in here. Beautiful big walk-in shower. It's like a wet room setup with the little recesses for all your different pots and shampoos and things, but then also the lovely roll top tub, and then the modern style, and of course you've got the his and her sinks and vanity units as well. So really fantastic bathroom. Have another double bedroom just off to the right hand side here, and again a huge room. I would say perhaps this is bedroom 2 on size. Absolutely beautiful, really big space. You've got the huge windows again, lots of nice views out the back from across the road, and this also tucks around to the corner, so there is a really nice useful space there for storage, but also maybe for a desk. There's lots of different options. Now this one does have the ensuite, so this one is, as you can tell, a girl has bagged this room, and that's not a surprise. But if you've got a guest suite, you want a formal guest suite, then this is absolutely perfect for you. Recessed cistern in here, you've got the vanity units built in under the sink, and of course you've got a beautifully fitted out shower as well. This absolutely stunning property really is going to tick all your boxes. And then last but not least, we've got a 4th bedroom, again a double straight across the hallway here. We come straight across the landing and into the 4th bedroom, and actually on size this probably is the 4th bedroom, although still an incredibly generous double bedroom. You've got a cupboard to the right hand side there, as you may have just noticed, and then as I just pan back you see we've got plenty of space in here for a big double bed. You could easily take a king size, even a super king. You could have the head of the bed on that wall if you wish, but obviously all rooms at the moment occupied by the kids, so they've got plenty of space in here and everything they would want. So let's take you outside now. Let's show you the gardens, because there's lots to see there, but it's a bit wet and windy, so we'll see you there in a moment. Having come out of the back door, it's a very blustery and wet day, although someone's enjoying it. This shows you that we have got this fantastic long patio, which is the full width of the back of the house, where you've got the bifold doors in towards that kitchen, diner, family room, and again into another section there. So this really wonderful space has got more than enough room for seating, for dining, for relaxing and strutting around, and then it wraps around the other side of the house as well, and they're going to come back to that area and beyond in a moment. This garden does extend to quite a decent space, which we've detailed in the written details, but you've got this really large lawn area here, perfectly set out, nice and low maintenance. You are backing onto the A350, but that gives you excellent transport links and lots of space here that isn't overlooked. So we have this fantastic garden lawn area, really large, lots of deep flower borders, lots of sections that are all going to spring into life a little more. And then as I take you around, you'll see that obviously we have got a kids area here, so these guys have got little ones, but also we've got a really big sort of shed area to the side there, this area of lawn that extends all the way back, and a big sort of small holding area where these guys do love their ducks. I love ducks too, and even a turkey in here. So this goes all the way back to the back corner of that fence line there. So as you can see, this fantastic large shed for storing everything. Now if I just come back round, I'm just going to show you this area. Obviously in the winter things are also not looking at their best, but just access into that pen area for the chickens, etc., and the ducks. You've got a big area for the greenhouse, big section there for vegetable patches, and a lovely big sort of gravelled area here for, again, for the seating if you wish, but just really practical. And nice that you've got the door into the utility that way, and you've got double gates out onto the drive. So if you wanted further parking, again, this creates that extra area. This rather fantastic home with its own little small holding section if you wish, or you can turn this back to turf. It's a fantastic opportunity for somebody who wants a really good high specification home with a wonderful area for animals, lovely place for the kids. I suppose they may count as animals as well. And you've got all this area for them to play, plus your own adult area with hot tubs, relaxing sections as well. Little one's got the right idea, taking shelter today in the rain. This one is worth coming to have a look at, and it's a lovely location near Lacock itself, so National Trust Village of Lacock, and close to all the local amenities.